week 1 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Jets under the lights on Monday night.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and a new era begins here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills and Jets underway to close out week 1. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession. Their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6, it's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers, the run in there to drop him.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. So for the Bills, Charles, a lot of people see them as the favorites to unseat Kansas City, not just as AFC champions, but potentially as Super Bowl champions. You take a peek at their first month of the season, the Jets tonight, home for the Raiders next week, then at Washington, home for the Dolphins before they make the trip to London in week 5.
And it looks like a slate that's going to challenge them, and it probably will, but it's also one that's manageable. They've got a big-time offense and a defense that's been #1 in the league the last couple of seasons. They believe this is their year.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. 3rd straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
C.J. Mosley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. It's fielded at the 45. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back north. Here we go.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make it.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Samuel Aguavin makes the stop. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Allen gonna throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much.
The way in, touchdown, New York. Hard. 50 yards. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range. Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Erickson going to take this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Over.
Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Bills' 36-yard line. 26.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, take 26.
They'll run with Cook. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Now Allen rolling to his right. And got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Allen will try to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Erickson going to take this from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. They find some open field here. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On second down, this is Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Erickson going to take this from the end zone. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Third down and 6.
Jump out!
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 74 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. 6:30.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll roll him out right. And Cook has it left side. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Rodgers looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the Hansino. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see, because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.